right. See you, fellas.
See ya.
Bye
See
bye. Zeno, you're casting, or who's casting?
It's me and Bean, but feel free to join if you want.
No. I'm probably gonna roll out of here, so I just wanted to know who to raid.
Yeah. Bean or I works.
All right, cool.
I'll
GG.
talk to you later. All right, chat. I'm gonna get all set up. Oh, we're gonna have Vagabond on the right, and then we'll have Feinberg on the left. And then Cole is finishing up their game. They're both it's a very close one on that side of things. Get some music going. Oh, get the wrong thumbnail.
Suppy.
What was that noise? Okay, they're starting us. Okay. They didn't read the message. They read it. You're fine. Oh, okay. They tricked me. All right, they're in the final PvP. Yo, Slay Sire 2 is sick. It is very sick. It's very, very good. I just realized what Gothic got. Oh my lord. Oh wait, but Bean's gonna have the same thing. This game's crazy. If you did not watch this game, you're gonna have to go back. What a crazy game. Does Bean sell? I'm curious. No, that's GG's. Yeah, I swear whenever Cole casts, the games are nutty. Well, I'm just gonna say I guess I got outscored in fantasy points this week, despite my super high scores. All right, chat. All right, everybody, welcome on in. We have a fantastic game between Vagabond and Feinberg. They decided to take the rare skip, and we're jumping into this one. Zodiac deck, Green Stake. Both of these players doing extraordinarily well in the Onyx division. Feinberg, if I am not mistaken, undefeated up until this point with 10 points. And Vagabond right there as well with 10 points. Both these players going to get out in a couple of hands. The rare is nothing but a little driver's license. Something that could affect the game down the road, but obviously not what you're hoping for with the rare. But since both players skipped, nothing gained, nothing really lost against your opponent. A photo in this buffoon pack is going to make things relatively easy, especially on Green Stake. They're going to be looking for planet levels to kind of get that base mall up there so the photograph can do a bit. Other cards that could work here for Vagabond and Feinberg are the likes of even Steven, Walkie Talkie, anything that's really adding base mall, any of the suit ones before that photograph goes off. I think that's going to be our early scoring game plan. But I imagine both of these players are going to want to find utility jokers, start making some value in these blinds. Green Stake, not the toughest thing in the world. It's just a slight step above that white stake. Thank you, Dr. Spectre. Although we have seen some lives lost to blinds because it's hard to remember the scaling with Green Stake. And also, the one other note is the small blind a little bit less valuable without that extra econ from beating it. Do I see a Yaroslav Askarov jersey? Absolutely, you see a Yaroslav Askarov jersey as we have reserved parking and Chaos the Clown. Probably going to be purchased on both ends here. Though, Vagabond may sell out of the driver's license. I don't know if that feels necessary at this moment. Oh, we want to grab... I like this play by Vagabond. We grab Greedy Joker to use that to give us extra mult before the face cards. It's very nice. It's very nice. Yeah, it can be a bigger impact because you can't greed as hard. You got to create some kind of econ in that aspect. Oh, no. Wait, they're on the wrong multiplayer.
Hello, hello.
All right. Well, we're going to have a restart.
Set. Yep. Oh,
I
nuke that Joker from the face of the earth.
I guarantee you it's Vagabond's fault. That was an interesting start, too.
It really was. I loved the scary face pickup from Feinberg. Just farming reserve parking. You can win in your last hand. I love it.
I also like the play, though, of Vagabond getting out a driver's license to get greedy for photograph in the PvP. So I thought that was going to be an interesting dichotomy. Anyway, let me find the turtle bean. Congratulations on your... You didn't quite hit your high score of last season, though, so...
Gotta get the natural negative blueprint for that.
I have knocked.
Don't think I got it. Oh, wait, maybe. There we go.
All right, we're into a game. If you're a little confused on the YouTube VOD, these two were playing on the wrong rule set for an ante. So we got a little bit of a mulligan, a restart. And here we go. Zodiac deck, green Stake.
Yep, both gonna get out in one. Can't miss Buffoon Pack here. Not gonna be too much of a decision. Just whatever way you want to go to one-shot the blinds.
Yeah.
There's a decision for chips being better because you can find so many forms of Malton that chips could be the difference. But with Sly, you can't really guarantee that one shot, and Droll, you can almost always draw the flush. So both players gonna make that decision here.
Ooh,
This,
here's a tough
yeah.
decision.
You can't miss this Mega Buffoon Pack, and because you can sell Jokers from it, you can always
That's a good
afford
point.
Riffraff if you open it. So I think that's the first step, because we've got essentially $12. You need to make $2 back from the Buffoon Pack to afford the Riffraff. And we're probably just going to sell Flower Pot for it.
Yep. Nope, get the best of both worlds. Though Flower Pot could be a way to win the early PvP, but not fun. Oh, we could have had the flower.
When you need to make room for
Riffraff, yeah.
It's
yeah.
just a harder Joker to keep.
Exactly. It's just not good enough when we could be getting rebate, Chad, photo, golden ticket, reserved, business card. We can go on from this Riffraff.
Vagabond gets the one shot with a full house there. Feinberg goes for flushes, not going to have the same amount of money in the shop.
I think Vagabond had to dig really deep to find it, so they still only had one hand left.
I see.
So either way, unless we just don't get a flush here for Feinberg's side.
Could be a death with some... Well, actually with Splash, I don't know if it's possible to die.
It would be so hard.
This gift card's an interesting decision to make.
I like the gift card, but the one issue here is none of these Jokers are going to be long-term Jokers, so I think its value is a little bit demoted.
Yeah, it's mostly just the value of you get 2 Jokers a turn, you can add value to the Jokers, and you're probably going to sell those Jokers, so it's just going to be a little bit of extra econ as well as building up this Riffraff and Golden Joker while you're at it. And with Riffraff, we're on green stake, you can probably live the blind, sell this Wily and this Splash, and hope you get something like this Jolly Joker.
Yeah, I feel like I would just, especially with the chaos on Vagabond side, I don't know. I think people underrate gift card, and right here just feels hard to hold, but I actually feel like I could sell Golden and Jolly, and like you mentioned, you do get $2 of value just straight up from gift card by selling the Joker's Riffraff gives you, so.
Yeah, I think at this point, you've risked a lot of blinds in 1300. Vagabond does have the Sun card here, so he could pull out a flush house to live the blind. He's actually going to sell Chaos the Clown. Rolls are so valuable on Zodiac, though, so it's a bit of a risky play. If your opponent keeps that, they get one roll deeper. That can have a lot more than it normally does. A game-winning Tarot, Death card, Justice, or just more slots, you see more Jokers. But Vagabond Feinberg might get out of this Riffraff and miss out on Smiley Face Wily. That is a lot of scoring for the PvP.
Yeah, it's kind of like you mentioned. I was a little surprised to get out of the chaos on Vagabond side. A little bit difficult to survive the blinds if we don't get certain Jokers. We did get scoring Jokers on Vagabond side. This is one of those deviations that I'm not sure either player made the wrong choice. Just one a little bit more risky, one a little bit more risk adverse. But like you said, with the Sun up top and the flush house available, you probably are going to get out of that big blind.
I mean, I would sell my econ before I sold Riffraff. If there's a photograph or a chat in there and your opponent doesn't find it, that's GG's immediately. So a bit surprised by that, and I think Vagabond may be considering selling econ for Riffraff here as well. I think if you're planning on playing a flush house, I would sell this Wily. which Vagabond does do, you're going to have lots of chips on that hand. And up this smiley face does have a strong advantage, though Feinberg's got a roll here. Is going to be deeper in shop.
And now it's the question. It's like, which one's going to be better? Deeper in shop, which with Zodiac deck, it is really nice, or just getting this riffraff value. Seeing the full riffraff queue, if you will.
We're taking a flush level. We do have this Jolly Joker, have a pair of 9s to throw in a flush, I guess, but I'm definitely not thinking a flush is going to win this first PvP based on how strong the start has been.
Red seal for Feinberg, not the red seal you would like to have over your opponent, but oh, wait, nope, Vagabond has it too. Never mind. They both have the red seal 6. And let's listen in.
All right.
Where's that coming from?
Interesting.
Okay, they both have music. I don't think I'll be listening in.
Feinberg just giving up free info, though. Vagabond knows he's up smiley face right now. He knows he's up riffraff. Also, this to-do list hit and hallucination is so much value. To-do list on a high card as well. Just $12.
Yeah, it's good. $12 and the life win, most likely.
Yeah, you're just going to get more money. You know, sometimes getting the win can be unfortunate because your opponent gets that comeback money. But when you're just up on econ and up on lives, it's a great spot to be starting out the match. And Vagabond, yeah, here's a flush house. Doesn't have turn order, so he's just going to have to rip it. And I think Feinberg definitely could have got more value here, at least some blue seal value, maybe even a blue seal on a flush house level.
Yeah.
But just playing all those hands before seeing your opponent score, punishing a little bit.
Patience in the PvP round, especially when we have nothing of value from playing hands. We don't have the to-do list on our side, I think, is just a virtue. Getting all that information is very critical if we're going to be putting up, you know, a solid 1,000 points before our opponent does anything. And we do get a red seal cryptid here. I definitely think you're slapping this red seal on the king or queen and moving on with your day.
Yeah, Feinberg definitely likes to build into queens. You've got the sun card to get close to a flush 5 immediately. So it's going to be an easy choice here.
I will, minor thing, disagree with the queen choice, but Vagabond not having such a choice is going to only draw a jack. Luckily does draw a face card at all, and we'll continue from there.
Yeah, because of that spectral pack, you know, Vagabond had to roll down a bit there, not able to hold as much money for interest. Could have been punished, did have $12 headed into the spectral pack, but that easily could have been a way to even out the econ, and it even did a little bit.
I mean, Vagabond's just in such a... Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, there is the big hits like Photo or Chad from Riff Raff, but there's so many common econ jokers that can be so strong. To-do list being one of them. Rebate, obviously. Business card. There's just so much value to gain from a random common.
Yeah, I was surprised there. I thought Vagabond wasn't going to play that 2-pair for a second. I assume Vagabond was worried it was going to get too close to winning, but as we see, it's only a few hundred points, if anything. Slight concern about, well, this Empress could probably help us get out of the blind, as Feinberg does indeed do so, and Vagabond now in a position to actually find a...
Smiley comes back.
Oh. It's going to be helpful for Feinberg to, I would say, greed the blinds, but as we mentioned, we don't have that to-do list by getting out of riffraff early. So there's not really much we're doing in the blind. And honestly, to be anything lower than like black stake and to be into ante 3 and not really having anything of value to do in blind feels really terrible. I guess we have a blue seal. There's a little bit of something there, but generally speaking, we would love to have more utility at this point in the game.
Yeah, for sure. Feinberg, Fools for a Judgment, did have the option to Justice Death there, but the priority, I imagine, is just getting glass on that queen for future copies. More deaths are going to come on Zodiac, but Vagabond decides to Fool the Justice instead. Just getting more glass in the deck can also be very strong.
I like that play from Vagabond because, I mean, we're up a life just getting glass cards. Honestly, glass cards that aren't your queen that you can play in this upcoming PvP, especially with the smiley face. Extremely important.
Yeah, and Feinberg just keeps playing flushes. On Zodiac, it's so easy to build into flush house, and even though we've got blue seal value on these flushes, Jupiter's showing up in the shop, the flush is still just less than a base flush house, and it just, the gap grows if any flush house levels come up for Vagabond.
Yeah.
You can get 2 glass here, but Feinberg's still going to save that Justice for the red seal. I mean, it could be beneficial if there's a Cryptid in this pack. You could draw the red seal, get Justice and the Cryptid, but now it is quite the opposite.
That stinks.
And
No
they do have
immolate
different
value.
draws here.
Yeah, it's very... There's a very good chance that Vagabond will be allowed to use this immolate. I mean, if you're Feinberg, you just... I personally think you just can't.
Yeah, I mean, Talisman go next. You can find Hangman in the shops.
And who knows, that Talisman, if we're able to find a Chad, it's definitely not a bad card to have.
But I don't get why he's not just selecting the queen and then hitting the immolate. It never destroys it.
It's kind of shocking how much that has worked for use as Second Vagabond in Major League Balatro. I've only seen it actually hit the card once.
It's a mechanic in the game. It's a mechanic. Doesn't use the Justice there. Did draw the red seal. Might be saving this Justice for PvP.
Really surprised by that.
Just for, like, Vagabond going to be up so much glass here. Has the red seal glass and 2 other glass cards. So just 3 glass to 0.
I think we should pop the Spectral here if we're Vagabond. And it's just not fair. I did hit a Heart King, which we did at that point, I believe, have 5 of. But obviously not really an issue at all. We're just going to play a flush house.
I just realized Vaga lost a life to the blind.
We have seen quite a bit of success this season. Major League Balatro, thanks to all of you, the fans. And I am absolutely going to be paying for an alert system with the overlay that shakes the screen, makes the headshot noise from Call of Duty World at War, and yells at us when someone loses a life to blinds. Because we just do not notice, ever. And Vagabond...
I mean, you'd think we're on green stake, but I guess it sneaks up on you.
On top of that, Vagabond not using the correct version of the overlay mod, so I'm going to have to manually track their lives. And Disco is going to be very upset at that.
Yeah, Flush House just sending out those 2 glass and not risking the red seal. Definitely gonna pay off here, I think. Feinberg just getting out with that high card. before Vagabond can make more money and use that sun card. Very
Did
important.
lose a glass there, but obviously not the glass we care about, and that's the whole point of having that excess. With
Feinberg's still holding this justice, so if another justice comes up, that's just another piece of glass he's down.
yeah,
But there's a DNA. You can start copying that red seal.
that's, I mean,
So
massive for
decides
both
to
players.
fool Temperance instead of holding it for death or just ripping it on this justice. Here's the to-do list, though. Is on high card for Feinberg. Is going to get that value in a turtle bean.
That's
And
very
he's
nice
the-
for the DNA.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the glass advantage Vagabond has doesn't matter if both players can just get a flush 5.
No, it does
There's
not.
there's the red seal. Uses all of his discards before, and it breaks. Still one glass in the deck.
Yeah, we did. I forgot we didn't know based off of Vagabond playing that the first glass would break. And because Vagabond's farther in the queue, that could be the difference for this upcoming PvP is
Oh, true.
just having one more red seal. Also, a much thinner deck to look for. Bean is kind of evening that out at the moment, but that
Just
immolate
stop an
looms
immolate.
large.
Justice comes back. Feinberg uses his in time to be able to find this one.
I don't believe. No, I think Feinberg rolled 4 times. I think Feinberg did block that justice.
Oh, yeah. You are right. What was it? It might have been another temperance.
I think it
So it
wasn't their
wasn't the
temperance.
worst outcome.
Yeah, yeah. At the end of the day, when with this DNA coming up, we just needed one justice, not nearly as punished as Feinberg could have been.
We're gonna need deaths and this Midas mask. You have the bean. Yeah, that means you can't play your glass, but you can get a lot of value. To do this on 2 pairs, Feinberg not gonna take the long-term value and just gonna keep the short-term econ from this to-do list.
Purple seal glass in that standard. And yes, the glass does not break on the side of Vagabond.
Yeah, Feinberg doesn't hit the glass. Can get the copy the purple seal, but goes for the gold seal queen. On Zodiac, copying purples can be bait. I've lost some important matches
Yeah.
to that. So going gold seal's a viable strategy, especially when your only other option is a purple seal.
I do want to kind of
red seal.
correct myself. Blocking that justice is going to matter because Vagabond's going to get a full flush house of kings and then red seal jacks in this PvP, and Feinberg's not even going to be close and going to be all the way down to 1 life. If we hadn't blocked that justice on Feinberg's side, we would be... I feel like there'd be ways, especially with this death, to also have the 5 glass hand.
For sure. Yeah, and just being up the red seal glass for Vagabond is likely gonna just
that's almost
snowball here a
enough.
bit. And Feinberg deaths the gold seal. I think he didn't feel like he made it out with the 4 of a kind. He was right. Needed to use the death just to survive there. And I mean, it was a good call because you're definitely losing a life in this PvP.
Yeah, this is brutal. And it kind of feels like a lot of it just... Like, there's a few micro differences here and there, but... Oh, a gold ticket in the...
There was a Midas mask, man. There was a Midas mask.
That's why you got judgment quicker. A little bit of luck and what appeared for the immolates for either player.
Yeah, I think a lot of this is coming down to just going flushes versus flush houses. These flush houses are going to be more in PvP. They're
Yeah.
enough to just survive the blinds without playing your glass. And these flush levels, when you're building to a bunch of copies of the same card, just don't help at all in the late game. And with how strong the early game was, they weren't even doing much then either. Feinberg going to roll down pretty deep here to find the trio.
Makes
Could
up
help out, but
for
there's just no justice. And
a
you can't
glass and a half. Vagabond questioning life. I guess it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think you're deathing right here, regardless.
Yeah, you're either
full
deathing right
discard,
before or after. Yep.
or keeping one in case you get a death from this purple. But I'm not gonna make that play. A devil card. Wonder if Vagabond's gonna be able to find the Midas Mask golden ticket combo, because he doesn't have Midas Mask now, and I think it was in a buffoon pack.
I think
No, surely.
Vagabond saw the Midas Mask already. And I also think Feinberg was like, I don't believe it was the first judgment. Maybe it was. Maybe it was.
Right, it was a judgment. He skipped Midas Mask. That is surprising for Vagabond, I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe
Vagabond,
the thought process is we can't use the DNA then.
right, that's 100% the reason.
I don't think we need both glass to get out, but
Yeah. No levels, actually. Maybe you do.
oh, and no steel. We got rid of the steel card.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you need both.
Business card absolutely locked in.
One
Would have been
break, so
slightly
that's gonna be
okay.
less glass.
Hey, we just avoided a red seal breaking. Vagabond just
True.
knows the cue. Finds the tree.
All the next glass is going to break. Finds the tree with money left, so actually going to be ahead in shop here thanks to that business card.
Yeah, it feels bad to sell Smiley Face here, but definitely looking at the jokers available to Vagabond, the correct decision. With the amount of temperances you see on Zodiac deck, that egg is worth way more on this specific deck than most others.
Yeah, plus Smiley Face not going to do much. We saw that first flush house level come in. You
Yeah.
have 20 base malts, 5 more is like a 25% increase.
Exactly. It is a 1.25x. Though kind of nice for the blinds. But again, the trio is just going to do more. Get you out safely.
I'm curious if Vagabond is going to use DNA here. Feinberg might not even have the choice. Yeah, doesn't draw the red seal glass.
I think if you're Vagabond, if you full discard, I mean, we got the purple seal right away, which is so nice. We're able to full 5 discard. I don't know. I think you should use it, but I don't know for sure. Oh, man. Vagabond is going to. No break. I mean, we see so much of our deck. But we, as of right now, are completely bottom decking it. As is Feinberg. Feinberg not finding it. So, with the very, very, very small turn order of 23 points, Vagabond's going to have the huge advantage of knowing they don't need to play both red seal.
Yeah. I mean, you might know with the trio, it's definitely just one, but it's going to rip it. No doubt.
We just scored 28,000 without red seal glass. Oh, they both break.
They both break.
Absolutely punished for not doing his maths.
He's gonna.
An appointment with Dr. Spectre is coming up. I mean, I'm not listening in for the first time in a while. I assume they're yapping. That might be a little bit of a Vagabond yapping and not remembering what just happened.
Thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about just Justice deathing on that red seal? That's probably what I would have done. Because you can still throw that in a full house. You don't have much base malt on anything else. So you change your way from it being a flush house. and then that's 2 more red seal glass you have versus just hanging 2 cards. And it's hard to
I like
see
it.
the red seal 6 as a viable card
I
when
think
you're built into red seal queens. But
I
yeah, I
think
mean, you could have 3 red seal glass right now.
I was about to say I think for Feinberg, like at this point, it has to be the play. Like Vagabond has the luxury of not even thinking about that. And again, obviously Vagabond with the immolate thinner deck and just seeing more cards doesn't really have that issue of continuing to bottom deck, but yeah, I'm a little surprised. I mean, we don't really have a lot of econ right now. So going after the gold seals, maybe it's fine. I think the next 2 glass Feinberg plays break. Maybe the
Yeah, both players. I mean, the green stake blinds are doing a lot of damage. We have to play so much glass. You would think we'd be scoring more with red seal glass, but it's really just we're in the 100,000s, not even in the millions yet. Feinberg finally gonna get some DNA value on this red seal, and I'm
no, it
pretty
breaks.
sure it breaks here. Oh no!
It's not laughing. Oh, no.
It's
We were
okay.
1 away. We're 1 away. The next 2 break then.
That means I think we're gonna have to play it to get. Well, actually, this saves a red seal break, maybe. Oh, never mind.
Oh
It
no.
costs him 1. He's 2 off. We have the scary face. I think this 4 kind with the levels 100% clears. Doesn't have to risk glass.
I like that play from Feinberg because honestly, yeah, it's just even if
Oh, forgets to sell the bean. Respect.
has anyone ever remembered to sell the bean? I sure.
Yeah, I'd say I do it on purpose, but I don't think I remembered once. There's a justice. Feinberg quite a bit deeper in these shops.
I remembered one time, says Doc. Oh, unfortunate draw. Call me crazy. Oh wait, can we just glass the jack and then play the 2? If you're Vagabond, like your opponent's on 1 life, the only thing I care about is my red seal glass not breaking.
Yeah.
Or you could even sack the life, which I think is going to be Vagabond's preferred choice here.
Based on that hand, it looks like it. And we're down to 2. I mean, because Vagabond's lost 2 times the blind, if Feinberg takes to this, he's definitely still in it. Has those gold seal queens for econ. Ooh, temperance is a lot of money for Vagabond. But Feinberg could easily have a chance if he can make it through this PvP. The draws are important, but they definitely do favor Vagabond.
The duo. Yeah, I
Don't
guess
do it.
instead of
Oh, we
faceless.
sell the faceless for it.
No,
Just when you
don't-
want to kill your opponent.
Yeah.
I think Vagabond has a flush 5 of glass here.
Yeah, it's
Sure
gonna
if
be
that is the plan. Or the flush
steep.
house. The temperances just keep coming. And there's a justice as well.
If anything, that may preserve a
Polychromag.
life in the blind. Because we should have enough.
I think that Polychromag gonna seal the deal here. Feinberg does have 5 glass, but it's on that purple, so not gonna be able to play 5 glass. do have the strength. Might be playing a full house. We have the base malted chips from the Smiley Scary.
This 6 cents. Oh, the eggs poly. Get rid of the duo. I get rid of the duo, even with my opponent on 1. Well, I guess.
Vagabond has another blind. 50 seconds. I guess
Oh,
he's
yeah,
probably
yeah.
just going to let this timer run.
Yeah, the timer can hit 0. Actually, the more I think about what do we want from 6 cents here? I guess there's nothing that, like a Wraith is pretty much it.
I mean, Vagabond's going to have to play some glass to get out of here. Probably can just play that one normal glass jack.
Yeah, I mean, right here.
Yeah, with the trio duo
I think
easily, but gonna throw the justice on the queen.
That's a little weird. I definitely put on the jack there.
I mean, I know Vagabond doesn't like to use calculator, but I thought he'd at least try to do it in his head. Could use the mind calculator. Everything's banned though. No thinking aloud.
That is true. We banned thinking back in like 05. It's been a long-standing rule of Major League Balatro.
Forgets to sell Bean, out of respect, of course. I'm surprised with how deep Vagabond rolled there, with how many temperances he hit. He was spending a lot of money on rolls.
Yeah, it felt like... I mean, sometimes they just start flowing and you're like, well, I'm just going to keep paying the temperance, so I might as well keep going, right?
Yep. Now we're on the hunt for a swashbuckler.
All right, we have 9 glass available to us, several jacks. We are going to get the flush 5. Would be really nice if you're Vagabond to draw it right away, so you can use the DNA. But I mean, we just sacked the life to the small blind. I actually think here we probably shouldn't be using DNA. Ooh, is it throw away the glass jack? That's a little surprising by Vagabond. And we have 4. I mean, Feinberg only finding 2 on their side. That is going to be a good game. And we get the flush house. We get enough glass for Vagabond. It's going to be much more enough, and that is going to be your game 1. And I am going to have to go bug Vagabond to go change their overlay.
GG.
GG.
Just, I mean, that immolate mattered so much, especially on Zodiac. And with the spectral cards and the DNA and the PvP, it just added up to give even more of a lead to Vagabond.
Yeah, I mean, that is one of the best examples I've seen in Major League Balatro this season of very micro differences. I think Vagabond did play slightly better, but I also think the most impactful ones were pretty RNG in terms of the immolate. But
Vagabond was playing great, but Feinberg was definitely having an unlucky game on the other side.
yeah. You know what? All I'll say is if we would have red sealed the king, we wouldn't have drawn it and we would have been able to immolate.
Ooh.
So you know what? Still gonna blame him a little bit.
Yeah, jacks are great, chat. Vagabond got the faceless joker. That's what you want with why you go jacks. You use strength on 10s, you're building into the right face card, you're adding more face
And
cards for faceless.
when you get to hit the road off of the Wraith, all of a sudden you get a little value out of it.
And then you throw $5,000 going for hit the road.
Oh no.
But I would never do that.
Me neither. Never once. Let's see if Vagabond reads the general message or if I'll have to disrupt their voice chat. Vagabond. Oh.
Bro probably didn't expect us to call him out. He probably was just in here to listen.
Oh, that's valid.
Okay. Feinberg, I'm gonna let you pick between a few because I'm kind of indecisive.
Vagabond, did you read
Yeah, what's
the
up?
general message?
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind switching really quick. It should only be the overlay part out of that zip folder that you need to drag in.
Okay, out of the zip folder in
The install.
Multiplayer install.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I read the announcement. It was just like I thought it was just the versions that need changed, but the overlay seemed to be fine. But yeah, I will do that real quick.
Thank you. We can blame Phantom Bean for not changing the version number of the overlay when we did the update.
Okay. Because Vagabond did no wrong. Well, what is your guess on deck and stake here? I guess we're looking at erratic deck.
I really don't know where Feinberg's going to take it. I think Feinberg would be... Vagabond's definitely a good high-stakes multiplayer player, but I feel like Feinberg may take it gold or purple. And then... I'm not sure...
I mean, we saw
Yeah, go ahead.
in Tag Team Throwdown, Feinberg's definitely good at higher stakes. And
Very good.
it's an easy way to play against a super experienced player. Because if you the thing about playing diverging lines is a lot of the times it's not enough to just find that small difference and gain the lead. You also have to be good enough to play it out and use the advantage you gain from a lucky divergence play. And Feinberg could definitely pull that off. So I think high stakes definitely could be the play, but both players experience pretty much on every deck and stake.
Actually, just going back a second, we don't have to blame Phantom. We're going to blame whoever in the multiplayer coding community changed the variable name of lives in the back end randomly on us for the
That's why
.3
the overlay
update.
had to be updated.
Yeah, because it went from like the name before was just lives, and now it's like a bunch of random variables and then lives, and Phantom has no idea why, but that is why, yes. All right. We're back. But yeah, I like you said, I mean, I have never been as humbled in my entire life as I was when I saw this Minecraft streamer just come in and wipe the absolute floor with my butt on gold stake in the tag team tournament.
Yeah, you were playing that day.
Yeah, I was playing that day, and those seeds were like I did okay, but Feinberg like didn't even really have to restart that much. I feel like restarted maybe once on each one of these runs and just found the line so quickly to such a high score and navigated it so well. I think it makes a lot of sense, and I think we saw with how high of a score Feinberg got quickly in those games that it translates pretty well over to multiplayer. Like, it's just really great min-maxing, and looks like we're going painted deck gold stake. Ooh. I know Vagabond does love a painted deck, and it does help a little bit with this -1 discard. So let's get in the game too.
I mean, I'm painted deck is basically an eternal, somewhat tick down bean. So
Yeah.
love this. Hand size is very great if you know how to use it. I mean, right here, you have the easiest time getting on a 1 even just with 2 discards. And there's a shoot the moon off rip. But can you miss this buffoon pack? It's a stickerless shoot the moon.
I think on Gold Stake with Shoot the Moon on painted deck is right there on the cusp of missing the pack for me.
Could be
Especially
rebate
since it's
or
$5.
blueprint in the buffoon pack.
There could be. There also could be 2 Eternal Rentals and we get nothing. Because we're also wouldn't be able to get the best 6 of it.
Could be. But both players, I think, gonna make the same play here. Shoot the moon. Definitely a strong card to make. And when you know your opponent's also gonna make the same play likely, it's not too risky of a decision to miss a buffoon pack there.
Yeah, there's really, like... I don't know. That's one of those plays. If your opponent opens the buffoon pack, gets one of those jokers that you were mentioning, you just tip your cap. And you go, you made the risk. Like, what are you going to do?
What can you do?
Ooh. I like the Gold Seal Queen and the Hierophant over the Charioted Jack.
Wow. Feinberg completely bottom decking a single queen to get out. Both players probably going to have to deal with that here.
As is tradition. It would be a real smack in the face if the first queen was a diamond.
It might have been, actually.
It might have been. Yeah, we'll see here in a second. For Vagabond crashing out, I'm sure. A little bit. It was? Okay. Wonderful.
The shop,
man.
a little bit difficult. Feinberg going to go Arcana pack, get a Hangman. That can be very useful, but you want to save up money for this overstock. That is your main priority. You know you can survive the blinds most of the time with the Shoot the Moon alone. So you kind of want to spend minimal money, but again, if there's just a Hermit in a Arcana pack, that's a huge advantage to gain.
I think I know it's. I think what happened there a little bit is we bottom decked in that boss blind, so you go in the Arcana pack looking for deck thinning or things to make more queens or just some boost, and I don't know.
Wow.
It's tough because I think I make that choice. Banana.
A buffoon pack with a choice between a banana and the order. Feinberg takes the banana, but the Wily Joker does make that decision a bit better.
I think that had to be the reasoning is...
Yeah.
We want to go like 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind.
Because you can do a straight with Shoot the Moon exclusively on painted deck. It is a early life take play. Feinberg not going to be building into straights, but maybe punished a bit with this superposition. And we don't even get... We're not selling out for voucher. Feinberg going to miss overstock.
That's really, really bad.
Superposition.
Oh no. What did we open? I missed it. I was looking at over at Vagabond making their
got a
decision.
purple seal, which is going to be strong, but Vagabond can just afford to do both because he didn't buy that Wily and passed on the earlier Arcana pack, I believe.
Yes, did pass on that earlier Arcana pack, and you know, Vagabond may be younger than me, but often plays a little bit more of a patient, mature game than I feel like I'm able to do. Where I, much like Feinberg, I probably ripped the Arcana being like, oh, there's just so many good hits, but really Gold Stake with the overstock voucher right there, it was the smart play, I think, and just rewarded in spades for Vagabond. Oh wait, Vagabond did take the Arcana?
Business card. He did take the Arcana.
How do you get to 17 then? That doesn't... Wait. I don't feel like that's right.
Both are one-shotting, I'm not sure.
Alright, Bean's going to go ahead and listen in on my chat. You'll have to listen to me. But again, just for the YouTube VOD, the reason you are not hearing Feinberg and Vagabond is they are both playing DMCA music, so we can't listen in. Sorry about that, but You have my beautiful voice to let you know what's happening in this PvP, and we do immediately find a straight. And a straight with some face cards at that for Vagabond, going to get a little bit of business card value on top of everything. We do know a 3 of a kind or 4 of a kind for Feinberg, which we do have the 4 kings. Scores quite a bit, but just one singular queen, it's not going to be enough. We could just play pretty much whatever on Vagabond's side and probably get out. Well, maybe that's wrong. We have a straight. We have 6-4-5-3-2. I'm unsure what Vagabond is. Oh, it wants a superposition value. That's terrifying. But I guess when you have the Hierophanted Gold Seal Queen, you're not as worried about getting there. Still doesn't find the ace. But it's gonna find another straight. Thank you, Edsy, TTV for the raid. For those who don't know Edsy, one of the #1 manga reviewers in Major League Balatro.
That was a brutal bottom deck. How are these draws so different?
I don't know. I don't know
like
because they had the same.
And it's the difference of Hangman, and if that's the case, yeah, Vagabond has 54 cards. I think it is just a difference of Hangman and Feinberg punished for deck thinning.
Yeah, because the draws were exactly the same the first ante, so it's not like but I've never seen this like where deck thinning has led to bottom decking the cards you need so brutally on one side, or not bottom decking the red seal when you have an immolate in the spectral pack. It's just like we can't win on Feinberg's side.
Yeah, it is rough.
Oh, that's scary.
Definitely could have taken that life, and it was an important one to take.
Do you think it would have been how much? I
mean,
I don't.
Vagabond
I feel like
7K with the high straight. The lower straight has a lot less chips, and
that is
any
true.
Queen like gives Feinberg a 2x there. So drawing all 4 queens definitely scores quite a lot. And here's a hit the road. I mean, it's holographic. You're unpainted. You can find those jacks. Vagabond passes it. That could be big for Feinberg here. That's an easy, strong joker to come back.
I guess really valuing the superposition on Vagabond's side, and we do get to play probably multiple straights. Like, there is a benefit here, but
unpainted, it's a very good card for sure.
It's a little greedy. You know, holding superposition and holding the business card, if you will. They can work together. But it's just a lot of mini games that we're playing on Vagabond's side, and it's like realistically, how many of them are we going to get?
Does draw the straight. Doesn't need a win here though. 2 more hands should be fine.
It's definitely not the queen you want to be playing in this straight because, oh well, yeah, the scoring requirements are. I thought we were much higher.
Low down.
Never mind. I like the play now from Vagabond.
Yeah, it's also worth noting Feinberg is just down overstock. It is going to be hard to even find this hit the road. 0 rolls down and overstock.
You just can't, like, the one thing about Major League Balatro in the anti-based shop queues is there is always that chance of a comeback because you just have to outspend your opponent in one shop queue. That's why there's a little bit more variance in maybe who wins and the skill differential in terms of the econ game. But when you're down to overstock, you have to out
7 rolls.
Yeah, like you would have to outpace your opponent in this next ante 2-1, and you're just not going to do that. So yeah, this game is also looking bleak for Feinberg, and I will say this is the first time I think I've casted almost every single Feinberg game that we've definitely seen plays like the Dusk plays that disagree with and seem like misplays, but this game specifically really questioning quite a few of the Joker selections.
Really? I mean, the order, you know, that's a tough line to play. You also have that Wiley in the shot. There's no consistent chips. What Joker decisions do you mean?
I think it's mainly that one. I think grabbing the Gross Michelle at all with Shoot the Moon, like the plus molt at that point with 2 queens it's really not even a 1.5x. Maybe a mistracking of what's been available. Maybe we haven't seen certain Jokers, but and it's those micro decisions are definitely magnified on Gold Stake in this game.
I mean, 10 roll gap this soon in the game. This business card has been going crazy. And we're spending fully down because the seltzer can allow you to get back up as well.
Especially with that gold seal, and we already have a gold queen. We're about to make a second gold queen, I imagine. We do have 1 glass on Feinberg's side, but no seltzer.
No seltzer levels to really get any value from it.
No. The best is going to be a 4 of a kind, and it's +7 molt at the end of the day. And there's the glass for Vagabond. Well, this is going to be a solid full house for Feinberg with the Wily Joker.
I mean, this
it's
is
a 4 of a kind. That
good as
very
it gets.
good. Let's see, how much is every single hand for Vaga?
It's really just how many face cards can he draw?
Oof, that
This
2
pairs
pair
close.
is going to be very good. I think that's going to seal it. Not in this hand, but get close enough.
Yeah, that check should do it. Or
Huh. That...
I-
Again, with Vagabond had a hand earlier where they played the high card king. They should know the exact score of playing the jack here.
and he's gonna play the queen instead of the jack. It could be the
That
difference.
might lose. Wait, why?
We just don't see the jack. We don't.
Oh
see
yeah,
the
I
jack.
guess we
Is
just
it a
don't.
Difference?
You're right. We just don't see the jack.
It's not. It's
Okay.
not. It's. I mean that could
Okay.
have cost him, but it was
We're-
close.
We need the 3 blind mice meme, and they can't find the jack of clubs, please, in the Discord. Someone get on it. The plot armor is wearing thin on Vagabond's side. Oh man, this trio.
Feinberg sells the Wiley for it. Just so attached to this banana. I guess Cavendish is a big hit. Just sunk cost at this point. Wants it to pop.
It is. Yeah, but that... I mean, the Wily was a 2x for a 3 of a kinds. I don't know.
Definitely was a lot of scoring. Stone Guard gonna help just survive the blinds for now, but
Can you afford an eternal golden ticket on painted deck?
No. Not even close. You have 2 gold cards. This seltzer's about to die.
I completely
You're
agree.
up on lives. Vagabond keeps the 1-round business card. Gonna drop the seltzer. Both are gonna go at the end of this round anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, the business is more money. Is Feinberg not gonna roll here? Oh, we have the investment voucher.
Oh no,
Or
we're getting
recon.
the dock bait.
It's classic.
We're gonna have to. I'm gonna need Doc to do a mini video about this for multiplayer, so I could start sending it around.
There's just a few fundamentals that I think everyone. There needs to be like a handbook. When you open up multiplayer, do this, this, and so we don't make those crucial
The
mistakes.
cover of the
Tarot
handbook is
Tycoon and investment tag or voucher.
the cover of the book is definitely a picture. It's just a dusk card art.
3 red arrows pointing at it. Take this Joker.
Balatro Multiplayers for dummies, the classic. But I do think to be fair, I do think the seed money tech here. Ooh, a rental golden ticket. We only have 1. It's not going to be taken, but that one's a little bit more complex. I would say a lot of players would fall into this trap even on higher stakes, and the math is not straightforward on why you shouldn't be taking seed money. Tarot Tycoon as well. It's just too brutal. I think there are times where it could win something for you on like Zodiac on high stakes, but it hurts the heart.
Yeah, most of the time. Seed money is really just good when you are rich and you can make $50 in the blind to get up to the interest cap.
Exactly. If you are making $50 a blind, please take seed money. It's just a free $5 at ante, basically. But it is a very specific scenario. Vagabond getting timered again. Maybe a little Sizak inspiration.
We're playing gold stakes. We're taking our time, thinking over decisions. I could swap them out. I wouldn't know the difference.
And we are gonna play our lucky jacks here. A $20 hit would just add insult to injury. Feinberg, even on rolls. Oh, there it is. I guess I spoke into existence. Was even on rolls for this ante. Vagabond going to blow that out of the park. And this would be closer if Feinberg did not take that investment voucher. Train cards overrated when you only have 4 Joker slots. Vagabond. Ooh, Doc. Calling.
Trading card overrated when you have 6 Joker slots. You
I'm
got
not
2
getting in the
discards
middle
here.
of this.
2 discards. Come on. Ooh, Seance with the star card in the top. You're up all the lives. Vagabond not going to consider it.
Honestly,
Let's take the voucher though.
There's more hits that I want on this gold stake painted deck than I think normally. I think I would take it, but it is a stickerless business card. It's hard to pass.
True. Yeah, all your jokers are kind of they're holding their place. You've got your chips, you've got your malt, you've got your X malt, and your econ. It is a straightforward lineup.
We might even be able to like greed for a flush house here with a couple of shoot the moon procs.
I think I would like to sell the judgment first for Vagabond here, but
because what are you gonna? I mean, you're gonna sell the trio of next ante. Is that really worth holding?
seed money, that's what it's called. I was trying to remember that whole time.
Oh, You got there. A cherry is very good for both of these players.
Yeah, here's the flush house for Feinberg with the glass.
Well, this should take it.
Yeah, same scoring jokers both sides. Up a banana, up a glass.
Guess a
up a
$20
flush house.
hit. No break. Wow. You know, we could have also made that flush house on Vagabond's side, but instead we will get to Judgment. I mean, Judgment's a little bit more powerful on Gold Stake. You're seeing a Joker sticker list that your opponent may not see, but...
Ooh, this 10 could take it. It's a lot of chips.
It is level 4.
It's enough. Wow.
That's brutal. It's brutal.
That was an important life for sure.
Surprised was, well, the reason that was so much more was actually all the base score that Vagabond made getting other 3 of a kind. So it was kind of, must have been very good draws on Vagabond's side. We are on painted deck. You're going to see a lot more of these cards, but...
Yeah, 50 card deck, that was definitely fortunate draws. 2 3 of a kinds and that 4 of a kind with the glass queen. It's enough to make it out. Another glass pickup for Feinberg. I mean, the blinds are 25k. You definitely gotta find some decent hand to survive here.
There's nothing that I think we could take here in this buffoon pack.
Do you cycle Bloodstone for $1?
No. Because I don't want to get rid of any of these jokers up top. I think
This
if you're
trio's
back...
also an interesting decision to make. Whether you want to skip a blind in the sand team.
I was going to say, I think Vagabond should skip the big blind. You get to see a mega standard pack. It could have like a red seal. It could have a purple seal. It's not the worst skip in the world. It's not great with this much money, but that trio is so much scoring. Also preserves your glass, which may have to get played in this big blind if your draws go a certain way.
Yeah, we're seeing Feinberg here. Playing a full house. Get that gold seal queen in it.
Intriguing.
I think this is enough.
The lucky hit would make things a lot easier. 43k.
And I think the glass was safe there. So still 2 diamond kings on Feinberg's side with that flush house unlock. Has potential for a big hand, especially if we see some re-triggers come in. Another justice card.
Nothing on the
And there's
wheel.
the dust.
Dusk!
There's the re-trigger.
Feinberg, no.
Shoot the moon's got to go eventually.
Okay. The
mean,
banana's
it's-
finally gone. I was so excited, and then I was so terrified knowing who that was, seeing the dusk. And now, I mean, there is a... I really think Vagabond's the type of player that if we are going to skip for this trio, we're rolling down here. So I highly doubt we don't see the dusk, but small possibility. We didn't use the justice, and the justice blocks into a chariot on Vagabond's side. I do believe that was a roll.
Vagabond picks up glass joker. Also holographic, which isn't, well, it is kind of nothing with the dusk and glass.
Yeah.
I'm curious if we're skipping for the trio, because we sold Shoot the Moon. I assume we're skipping.
This is tough for Feinberg.
Feinberg should take the PvP if he does skip.
I mean, I
Otherwise,
think
it's
Feinberg has to skip,
getting
actually, the more I
close.
think about it.
Vagabond finds the dusk. And Feinberg takes the skip. That's a lucky King of Diamonds going to take it. And tells his opponent he skipped.
And Vagabond.
Vagabond doesn't, because he already sold the trio for it. He
Yep.
sold trio for the dusk. Do we even beat this blind? 37,000? I think you have to play glass. The 4 of a kind levels
This
and one piece of glass.
I think if we draw maybe both chariots.
3 of a kind is also leveled up.
Let's see what this is.
It's not that much.
So you could make that 15k per if we would use this chariot right away, but we're not.
Just for playing it.
Really interesting. Playing on a random 7.
This is clear. Only the steel for X malt. There's not a lot of malt.
No, it's only 13 times 1.5.
It does make it out. The extra bit of malt from the Shoot the Moon gonna do it. Paradolia Faceless in the shop. A rebate. Over the business. You have Dusk now. Only 2 discards though.
There's a lot of rebates and facelesses back to back.
Oh, a stickerless photo on the last reroll. Wow. I mean, you gotta sell the Shoot the Moon for this. Vagabond's been holding on to this Shoot the Moon for so long, and we're keeping it. Sells out of the econ.
What is Shoot the Moon? What is it gonna do
What's
if we
13
play
to
4 of a
1,000
kind?
malt? It's gonna be the difference here.
Yeah, because I mean, Vagabond's surely gonna play 3 or 4 glass on the last hand of a 4 of a kind of queens.
I love this glass joker on Feinberg's side.
It's definitely a fun. It's not just a fun play. I think it's objectively a smart play with what was available to them. But I still think Vagabond's gonna take this, despite the. I mean, obviously, selling business card doesn't affect score, but a little bit of an interesting choice. And we're tossing the Chariot King. Okay. We're not. Gets another Chariot. Oh my gosh.
Breaks. This is going to be a close one. It might be a difference of 3 steel in the levels.
Yeah, the 3 steel here are pretty massive.
Up a glass, though. Takes it.
What? I can't do math. I thought for sure Vagabond would pass.
4x from the photo, 3x from the trio. It's not too big of a difference. No. There's another glass card. Feinberg going to be up to 4, Vagabond up to 3.
But now Feinberg has the massive issue of not having photo, therefore having to play glass to get out of blinds.
We're going to be scaling this glass joker for sure.
I was going to say, yes, we're going to scale the glass joker, but every glass with Dusk is worth 4x versus 0.75 on the glass joker.
Yeah, that photo pickup is just so big. Could come back, but we don't have too much econ to support that. We might need a lucky proc to win here for Feinberg.
Only 1 steal.
You have 4 base malt, and you're getting 16x from your glass. Gonna rip it. Let's see if this glass joker scales. Hey, that's 1.
1.75x.
Hey, the glass is evened out now, but we're up a glass joker. Huge.
Yeah, this shoot the moon is very intriguing at this point. And I say intriguing in the way I'm not, maybe I just don't see the vision of how this is helping.
About what's helping? Sorry.
About the having shoot the moon still on Vagabond side. I thought maybe we would sell even for the gift card there.
Like with all these 4 of a kind levels, Dusk photograph, it's doing so little.
I mean, Doc brings up a good point. Maybe Vagabond needs glasses. We did miss the Jack earlier.
That is true. Jacks and queens, we're only looking at the kings.
Intriguing.
Risking 2 more glass, no breaks again. Only 1 glass is broken. I think we've played at least 6 or 7, but I guess that's around statistical odds. Vagabond knows his way around a high card seed. Do you think this is a high card seed with all this glass and Eternal Dusk? The plus malts, maybe I'd love a Baron. Keep it
The
a Baron
Eternal
here.
Dusk just blocks into
Ooh.
the natural negative mime. Oh my god, there's a sock.
Feinberg finds the sock. Vagabond also going to pick it up because that overstock finds it even earlier. And there's the shoot the moon finally gone.
Oh, I thought we were going to get rid of photo.
Well, how well else would you get base malt? You got to get the shoot the moon. This photograph's useless.
Well, these players still in the same spot, and Feinberg just up glass, which is really the only thing that matters here. Obviously, the glass joker at 1.75x is not a bad thing, but again, each class is 4x with the dust, now 8x with sock and buskin.
Both players have 3 glass because Vagabond has this justice in hand.
True, and has
as
more
well as just
steel.
Photograph counts as 1 glass. Definitely favored here, but draws could matter. Oh wait, this photo is actually a big difference now with the sock.
Yeah. Insurmountable. It's a good death.
Finds all the glass. Up a glass after the death. That counters the photo.
It does counter the photo. Whoa, no. You gotta play all the glass here, Feinberg. What?
No plus 20s. That would have been probably the difference maker. But Vagabond should have this. He's not scaling.
Should he? Wouldn't it be? Isn't it almost the same? We're up a steal, but we're down the glass.
But up steel, up levels. Equal that on glass because of photo. But
we're getting real on the
Vagabond
steal.
not even gonna try, and none of it breaks. The leguming with the glass joker.
Yeah, we're at 240.25. You're right. That's a 2x in both categories. Well, not in the chips with the scary face, but
Yeah, Vagabond definitely would have won there, but didn't want to risk the glass. Loses another life.
wonder if Vagabond's thinking it's 1.5x like I did the other day. I mean, that was going to be very close, though. It was the levels
sure
would have.
Vagabond takes it.
No, I think
Yeah,
you're
levels.
right. But it's hard for Vagabond to know that score.
I mean, he plays no calc. He's got to know these.
He's like those wildlife survivor people who don't wear shoes so their feet get ready for, are all ready to be on the outside. I did spend 5 minutes in a game trying to figure out the math. That's why I'm saying I appreciate Vagabond being like, you know what? I don't think it's close enough and just leaving.
Yeah, sometimes you start the math and then you just give up and send it and it breaks and you lose.
Yeah. There's that funny little guy, 6 cents again.
Not going to take it. I think with the amount of levels, Vagabond could have afforded to, but maybe the risk of a bottom deck too dire.
Oh, Feinberg sending 2 glass here.
They just don't break. We're trying to scale this Glass Joker. It's
Holy.
not working.
It's the emotional support glass Joker.
Here's a 6 cents. This could be game winning.
I do like it more than
Onk
1.75
on the
minutes.
sock. Where you hit the sock, up a set of retriggers. Or if sock is going to die, I imagine it's going to last till the end of the game, at least through skips.
Yeah, we're definitely skipping next. Next ante if we make it there.
We're going to sell Glass Joker before the Scary Face. I mean, the Glass Joker is bound to scale at some point. You got to keep it. Mime, 2 steel in the deck, going to pass on it. Ooh, Sigil, not too great.
Not too great. But
The idol's coming.
Yeah.
Feinberg could be dead here. We have 2 discards to find the glass because we had to use a hand finding that. 2 glass, but no 4 of a kind. We might need a lucky proc.
Well, we can flush house.
Not gonna put the lucky first. This doesn't clear. It's a lot of chips, but it's so little base malts. We have a lot of retriggers. Plus 20 comes at the end, and the steal is enough, right? Okay, I'm done.
Still should have put the lucky first.
Definitely would have been safer, but doesn't.
Also, none of the glass breaking again. Just going to show you that the glass choker was never going to do anything. We're taking the Eternal Mime, and I mean, that should seal it for Vagabond here.
There's still some rolls. There's Joker slots to fill.
No, absolutely. I mean, that's a great point. If we do see something at the end of the shop, Vagabond is in trouble.
Is already ahead and just sees what Feinberg's about to see.
True.
Ancient Joker is one of them. It's on clubs, though. Neither player, I think, can really utilize that. Feinberg doesn't even find it. On 1 life, $30 in the bank. Crazy.
Well,
I mean, this Ancient doesn't do much here, but it definitely can.
there is no shops in the afterlife, so I just...
Oh, actually, I don't think... Wow, Feinberg or Vagabond punished for taking the Mime.
Yeah.
This Ancient Joker a lot harder to take.
And you have to assume your opponent took it, which... If I had to guess, Vagabond thinks Feinberg has photo, and now has photo Ancient.
That's what you get. But Vagabond been purely baited by high card jokers. They shoot the moon, and now the Mime.
if we were at the end of the shop, I almost don't hate the mine play as a way to win this PvP. We do have a lot of steel. And if that's the Joker, that's the difference. That's the Joker, that's the difference. But with $60, it feels a little speculative.
Yeah, that's your final Joker slot. Putting something like that in it,
Yeah.
definitely doesn't feel great.
Any
Let's listen
3x
into
Jokers
likely the final PvP.
probably would have done the same as this mime. We're still up a glass on Feinberg's side. Right now, Vagabond has not drawn any of the glass. Feinberg bottom decking 2. Vagabond finding 2. That is no bueno for Feinberg. This one finally, despite the lead kind of being there the entire game, should be over. Ooh, even finds the 3rd glass. And GG's, Vagabond is going to take the match, take game 2, and Feinberg's going to try and find a point in game 3, wherever that does take us. I think very well played by Vagabond. And then honestly, Feinberg, even though disagreed with some of the early plays, definitely got there in the end. I think figured out a very good line.
This Feinberg guy can't catch a break.
Nope. Has more glass, draws less of it.
Yeah, I wish we ripped the familiar though. If you have 2 glass in the hand, you gotta take the chance.
Yeah, I mean, we also had a lot of steel. But the glass is just so valuable. To go grab a little bit of water.
White steak.
We're going to white steak.
Red deck is good for Feinberg based on how these draws have been looking.
No, it's just gonna make it more painful, Bean. Now,
Right, 'cause
now you get a
instead
bottom
of
deck in the
10
final.
cards,
Yeah.
it's bottom 5.
A little bit of poor communication between them on who's making the lobby, who's joining the lobby. What is happening?
Not sure. I think they made another ranked rule set lobby. That's why they had to redo it.
That's so funny. And let's jump into it. Red deck, white stake. Going for the flush one shot on both ends. Weirdly drawing a lot of the low clubs, which doesn't feel good. And we get there anyway.
Find. I mean, it's hard to miss that one-hand win on red deck.
Very hard. But doable. I've done it.
2 buffoon packs and an overstock.
You gotta buy both buffoon packs.
Okay.
And
We take the second one. I think you just have to sell whatever comes from this. And we take the Sly, which means we're not selling. That's going to be a cheaper Joker. Affording this overstock going to be a lot more difficult. With the Scholar, you can one-shot and sell it. I really like this pickup from Vagabond.
yeah, exactly. That's... I'm really... I mean, I feel like using the term bewildered would have put way too much of a negative connotation, but I definitely don't like the Sly pickup, just because I don't think it's that good of a pickup in this situation over Scholar in like any shape or form. But as you mentioned, Scholar sells for more. It would have allowed us to one-shot if we would have drawn any aces. Now we're in a position though, yeah, we're gonna have exactly enough money if I'm not mistaken.
No,
Oh,
not enough. You'd have to sell Sock. That is honestly very big for Feinberg that the aces didn't show up. Feinberg actually going to be equal on money if he sells the Joker.
well,
Um,
do you take the mime or you open the standard pack? I guess is the next question.
or do you sell Sock for overstock?
I'm gonna say I don't like that choice.
If you had an Econ Joker, I would love it.
That's true.
But
But
because we're
it's
going to
good-
have so little money in the next ante, it's not much of an advantage.
And Sock is just such a good econ joker in it of itself once we get any kind of lucky, gold seal, etc. Business card.
Feinberg sells the Sock. And there's a Dusk. Brutal.
Alright, if you make that play, you have to know you are losing. Like, well, I guess you don't have to lose the first PvP, but this is going to be a long game. We are going for econ. We're going for seeing way more than our opponent.
I mean, all it needs is a Sock or something better to be in any of these extra slots that Feinberg's going to see.
It's a good way of thinking about it. Hey, we already saw Dusk from buying it. Just
True.
couldn't quite afford it.
We already got spare trousers. It's a big hit.
I think I grabbed the even Steven here.
Yeah, both players gonna take that. Vagabond built into aces, even cards, and face cards. All
There's a
the same
trio. Ugh, showing up in an awkward spot with a Mega Arcana pack available. I mean, we could do some finessing here with... Well, I don't think we could afford both.
I think you can... Opening Arcana packs when you're low econ is rough.
It is,
Feinberg
but...
might even pass the trio, go full Seance, or I think you gotta ignore this Seance with how little money you have. But actually Punish for Overstock doesn't even have the option to take Seance, but Vagabond also in the same position. Never mind, you can immolate. Or the Deja Vu.
You can't... I think
With the
you got...
Sock, I think I immolate here with $2 in the bank.
I actually think I Deja Vu. It's just so specific what we need in a Red Seal face art. Also, we have the mime. If Baron shows up and we have the Red Seal King ready, it's...
That is true. Feinberg probably going to take the immolate here. But maybe because you're down Sock, you want the Deja Vu.
Yeah, I
Vagabond.
think...
So make that play.
I mean, red seals, as we saw in your game, are one of those items that it's a component, just like stock or an idol or something that's like, if you don't have it, you just can't beat your opponent a lot of the times. And that's why they're both going to choose the emulate. And that's why I am very partial to Deja Vu over everything else in a Spectral pack if I don't have one.
I mean, we can still get the Deja Vu if we got this 4 fingers seance line from Vagabond.
Okay.
Basically giving up on this PvP.
Okay.
For some Spectral cards.
I didn't see that line. I was not
I
expecting.
think I saw the line. I just not. It's for the content. That's Vagabond's words.
Yeah, and Feinberg is going to take this PvP, which is, I mean, I think if Vagabond knew their opponent took Overstock, they maybe would not have made this decision. And
This Feinberg guy just gives up all the info for free. Makes me mad. Oh, the W4 fingers. This is a nice straight flush here, and it's an immolate. Wow, already a great hit.
A great hit, but we could have taken the Deja Vu.
Well, you couldn't have afforded
both. You can't afford both.
Now it's 2 immolates.
Is there another straight flush? I didn't see the cards pop up quick enough for Vagabond.
I mean, there is a lot of potential.
There's no
with 4 fingers. It's a confusing Joker.
There's no 10, so we need the king here. But any king does it.
Well, then it's... Oh, yeah. That does work. Misses it.
But we get the Trio Scholar.
Don't think that's going to be much here.
No, it's not going to be enough. It is kind of funny. Huh. I wonder why he decided to play the flush in the end.
Didn't even throw 2 aces in the flush either. We're seeing a small block from that Scholar. We get the runner. We can scale our runner and make Spectral cards. I like the play. Overstock comes back also. I think that's Overstock plus for Feinberg. It is.
But that is...
lessens the gap, for sure.
Huge for Vagabond. Yeah, there's a much bigger difference between seeing 50% more Jokers and seeing 33% more Jokers.
Yeah, because of that immolate, able to buy it right away and gonna keep up in shop. This ante likely.
I mean, somewhat feel bad for Feinberg. That is just so punished for an early diversion choice of going for the, in my opinion, again, the kind of long play of having Overstock.
Trio family start. Going to be very strong. I mean, it's sitting right next to that Mars level and a juggler. You've already hit the immolate. You can find that 4 of a kind easily.
Get some Vin Diesels in the chat. I mean, it could be a tempo line for Feinberg.
Yeah, because his Vagabond
flipped.
Has 2 Joker slots filled and is going to ignore the 4x Joker.
I don't know though. Like, we did get a second immolate. going back to the decision though, it's like, okay, what are we playing Seance for right here? We're playing it to get a red seal that we could have just gone instead of using the emulate to get the $20 to then get it. And we're on red deck. Like, the deck thinning isn't as important. See if it pays off for Vagabond.
Let's get the straight flush. Talisman's not a bad hit. This Seance definitely providing value. A great timed Hermit for Feinberg to get the voucher here.
Yeah,
And
Talisman
another 4 of a kind.
gonna be very good with the sock, as we said. The sock being kind of,
Right.
or it is an econ joker in many ways. Time for taking me. I mean, Vagabond man, with the double
Vagabond
immolates.
takes the superposition.
No, I don't. But I was gonna say, I think with the 2 immolates and the Hangman at this point, we could get in a position where Vagabond's getting 4 spectrals around, and then all of a sudden I eat my words and I'm like, it's just too powerful.
It's gonna be a lot harder if we sell this 4 fingers.
I would be what? What are?
You still have 2 straight flushes.
I'm so confused.
Really wants this sock. Passing on trio family, but taking sock. So we're just down 12x on Vagabond side. But up a red seal, up a sock, definitely can be strong long term, but could easily get tempoed out here.
Gold seal.
Not up a red seal. Gold seal, deck thinning.
I'm a little bewildered. Again. Oh, you got a straight flush.
Gets real lucky on the draws. Did discard the possibility of another one. I think this one just gets out. Yeah. Another talisman. Not as strong as a deja vu, but it hasn't missed. There hasn't been anything too bad. And a negative Mary Andy with that juggler is a real nice hit. And the faceless joker as well. We can't be passing faceless. You have 7 discards. Oh, I guess he wants to play them in the straight flushes.
Yeah, you can't use faceless if we still need the deja vu to come back.
Okay, abstract 100% over the Scholar in my opinion, but that +4 malt's gonna be big. Or we take the faceless over the Scholar. I mean, after seeing a trio and a family, you gotta know you can just go max value in this.
Yeah.
In this PvP here.
Agreed. Yeah, and that's again a little bit of the issue with Feinberg going with the oversock over the sock is you're just gonna be behind on econ, and then that advantage is not gonna be as big as you would want it to be.
Yeah, 4 rerolls to none. Head and shop down the voucher. The emulate definitely helped with that though.
Yes. Dang, we have a 4 fingers straight flush. Rest in peace.
Listen in here.
I mean, Feinberg's gonna get a 5 of a kind 8s here. 4 of a kind 8s here. It's regardless gonna be more than good enough. This whole PvP for Vagabond is full utility. We are just going for the diamond straight flush. This is the only thing we care about. We can get rid of this queen king for a faceless proc and still find the straight flush. Or we could play the queen and get more money than the faceless proc anyway. I do like that decision from Vagabond. Gets another faceless proc. Legitimately perfect amount of greeting from Vagabond. And again, Feinberg going to take this PvP very easily, but Vagabond, another spectral card is coming their way, and their money lead is just supreme. This money lead is probably going to make up for the 33% more jokers that you get with the Overstock Plus. Almost a soft lock there from Vagabond.
Would you trade a life for a trance?
I wouldn't.
One blue seal.
I would trade. I'll tell you right now. I would trade $40, 5 hangmans, and a trance for a deja vu, and 2 gold seals.
That's crazy. That is an opinion for sure. That I mean, a red seal is a red seal, but you already got retriggers, and there's not much to do with a red seal at this point. There hasn't been a justice, no idol, no ancient. Just
At
nothing.
this point, but the thing is,
We do have Overstock Plus or Overstock on Vagabond side.
you know, red seals are just something that money cannot buy you.
Just find one in the card pack.
Well, I guess in that way, I guess money can buy it for you. Never mind. Beating down this negative Mary Andy is also like no joke on Feinberg's side. We were joking about the bottom decking last game. Now it's like, I mean,
I mean, -1 hand size can be brutal. You already have a lot of discards on red deck. It's not a
That's-
huge difference, and Feinberg definitely close to having perfect draws either way.
you know, that's true. It's less of a hindrance for Feinberg and more of like it is just the ability of min-maxing that you saw Vagabond do in that PvP where we were able to play the gold seal, get the extra faceless proc, still get the spectral. It's kind of incredible. And I will say an idol here for
Yeah,
Vagabond
you can
would
play
go
whatever.
crazy.
It hits, and your deck is already 36 cards.
I mean, yeah, there's just so much to play with. If anything,
I like
it's
how this Sly Joker's still here.
That's a great point. It is still here.
I mean, we have a free Joker slot as well. There just hasn't been a lot despite having Overstock Plus, and Vagabond's having tough decisions to make on what Jokers to take. Just filling up those slots easily.
I a little surprised by this by Vagabond. I would think maybe you play the queen here by itself, but I guess with Scary Face and the mult hits, it could win by accident. Blocking the trance.
A Ouija.
Somebody call C-dubs.
Seance
Oh
falling
wait,
off.
that didn't
Also,
win.
How do we live?
We're gonna lose a life.
How do we live? We could go down to 1 here with absolutely no plan
No.
and a bit of
lucky
money from
hits.
those gold seals. You have a flush. We have the Ouija. That's the only move.
No, you can't do it. You can't do it. I'd rather die.
Going on 1 life in this ante, you have
If
a
you're gonna
timer
do
ticking
that,
down, I guess.
Do you sell Mary Andy so you at least get an extra couple cards out of it? Or an extra card?
With 36 cards in my deck, yeah, I don't care too much about this Mary Andy. Then you get your hand size back. There's the gold seal. So he's going to make a flush 5, drawing all the spades. So I think he's definitely using this Ouija here. But actually getting less value out of it. I would have gotten rid of the queen there, but I think at least turning more into sevens. Okay,
You know
maybe that's
what?
the right call.
I guess, yeah. Ended up working out for Vagabond because the fact that it hit sevens is awful.
Heck.
I mean, sure, we could grab hack, but we kind of need anything to give us any
You already have stock. This hack is useless, but we're gonna lose. I mean, we're down a hand size. I really like that juggler. And this hack.
We're gonna get the natural negative pareidolia to use both. Don't worry. Maybe if you had more. Hit the road.
The road.
I
think there's only like 3 jacks in the deck, but that is just some X malt.
Are
and
we?
You know you're risking their lives.
Wait.
Also gonna be at risk again in this blind.
Aren't we just? Wait, you just got rid of the 7 of spades. What are we? What?
I mean, I think he just needs a lucky proc on the straight flush.
Oh, I guess. Okay. I guess you can go back in and just assume we did get pretty unlucky not to get that lucky proc. But it is a little crazy to watch Vagabond have to pop a Ouija to survive and be like, we're trying again.
Are we going straight flush? We dropped
Yes.
the diamond jack.
Oh
No, we can't. Was that
he
all?
messed up? I don't think he meant to.
Oh, he messed up. The full house with lucky cards can definitely win still. You have the queen and 2 lucky kings. But we're just going to play
He
this.
just
Gives
plays
up.
it.
There's so much more money to make as well. Just absolutely
Did
shook.
Vagabond have timer hit
He
0
meant to
before?
discard. He meant to discard. Flustered by that mistake, making even more. And that is crucial. We're heading into this PvP down 12x. And $30 to find a miracle. A death card, a justice could be huge.
A justice
Rebate's not going to save you. And that's it. Seance save us.
That's true. Seance could give us familiar and give us 3 glass queens of diamond.
All right, I need to listen into Vagabond here.
Chat, I need some advice on titles for this one. Four fingers, comma 0 lives. 3 blind jacks of clubs. Always immolate. Yeah, I like that one, Doc. Always immolate. Hey, we're getting some rebate value. That's fun. He did what with who? A lot of memes are going to be coming out of this one. I'll tell you that right now. A lot of memes are going to be in the Discord. Definitely should go for econ this round. Well, there's a little bit of a problem with that. I mean, pure incredibleness. I'll have to watch back Vagabond's POV to hear the reactions. Unfortunately, I need to keep it clean for the YouTube side of things on my recording. Feinberg is cracking up at Vagabond. As Feinberg should. It was pretty funny. Need Vago reacting to Vago. Yes, that we should have that be a video, a fun side video on the Major League channel during the off season. Is people reacting to their own games? and I would love to watch Vagabond react to this one. Could do with an obelisk. Well, that's going to be all from this one. Thank you so much for watching. Vagabond takes the series 2-1. We'll move ahead of Feinberg in the standings. But Feinberg able to scrap together that victory, or maybe Vagabond giving it away. However you want to look at it. Thank you all for watching. And we'll see you next time. All right, stopping the recording. All right. That's probably all from me on this side of things. I'm going to go ahead and raid Raffle. Thank you all for hanging out. It's been a really fun day of Slay the Spire 2, some Major League Balatro, some fantastic games. YouTube, I'll see you all later. I'm going to be gone for a little bit, so you're going to have to watch some other casters. I'll be back on Thursday of next week. Don't worry, all the great Major League Balatro action will not be hindered in any way, shape, or form. See you next time. Bye-bye.